as I said, the right to education is belong to the child. And the right of respect for parents' religious or philosophical convictions, that is the human right under Article 2 of Protocol 1. But secular parents have the same right, exactly the same right as religious parents. So if you claim that in Ireland that parents have a right to a religious education, then you have to recognise that other parents have a right to a secular education. But you're not saying that, because you couldn't possibly be saying that, because you cannot, no state could guarantee a religious education to every family in the country. I don't know whether you realise this, but there's about 136 different bodies that claim they are religious in this country. They've all made an application on the Civil Registration Act. So you couldn't possibly say that we guarantee, as legislators, a religious education to every one of those families and we're going to pay for it. It's not possible. So what you are doing is that you are giving a right to a majority in a particular area. And on the right to opt out, the right to opt out is not enough, because under human rights law, you have to respect secularism as a philosophical conviction. And I can give you a definition of that has come from the European Court. And you can look at that in relation to the Education Act. Respect under Article 2 of Protocol 1 does not permit a distinction to be drawn between religious instruction and other subjects. It enjoins the state to respect parents' convictions, be they religious or philosophical, throughout the entire state education programme. That duty is broad in its extent, as it applies not only to the content of education and the manner of its provision, but also to the performance of all the functions assumed by the state. The verb respect means more than acknowledge or take into account. In addition to a primarily negative undertaking, it applies some positive obligation on the part of the state. The term conviction, taken on its own, is not synonymous with the words opinions and ideas. It denotes views that attain a certain level of cognitive seriousness, cohesion and importance. Now, if you want to put that into legislation, that word respect, and you have, I think it's 15(2)(e) of the education, you oblige boards of management to respect the ways of life in a democratic society. But if you want to guarantee that, you would do follow the recommendation of the Irish Human Rights Commission under Section 15 of the Education Act and ensure that the curriculum is delivered in an objective, critical and pluralistic manner. That is their recommendation.